Welcome back, guys. We have been enjoying having PSU in the studio so much that I think back to my time in college. And, you know, I have never had a professor who was viral on social media, but PSU has their assistant professor of music education and social justice, and she is 10.6 thousand followers strong on TikTok. It's Cody Raven Moore. Cody, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Cody,
It's okay.
thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. I just have humble beginnings. It's a humble number.
Okay, we're gonna get into PSU, but your TikTok is amazing.
Thank you.
Tell me very quickly how it happened.
How the TikTok?
Yeah, all the tickety talk.
How the tickety talk. That's what I say to the youth. I'm like, I don't understand the tickety talk. I have a student who I love dearly, who's in college at Howard University, and when Josh and I were working a fundraiser together, hot dog stand, teaching high school choir in Houston, Texas. There was a moment where we were talking about our pop show contest, and long story short, Josh had a question about some logistics for our performance, and instead of sending me an email or even a text message, Josh thought it would be a good idea to block me in with his car so that I couldn't back out to ask the question. Now, one may say that's a dangerous game, but I do have a rapport with my students where those kind of moments just make comedy happen. They just make beautiful moments happen. And I couldn't believe it was happening, so I just took out my phone and recorded the dialogue between Josh and I. And one day, I just uploaded it to TikTok, just thinking someone will get a laugh out of it. Well, apparently a couple of million people got a laugh out of it, and just thought it spoke to the rapport between myself and my students, and I think it did.
I love that, and it's a good rapport.
Yeah,
that's the, I think, like the highlight of it all. Like you can talk to your teachers like that. It's back and forth. I love that. So tell me, what is your choral work look like in the community?
So my position at Portland State, I'm the Greg and Mary Hinckley Visiting Professor of Choir, Music Education, and Social Justice. And this position was really made in order to take choir and music that we know, we have the data, we have the facts, we have the experiences and stories, that choir and music bring people together. So my donors and the wonderful people at Portland State envisioned a position in which choir could be brought to communities who may not have access to that art. And as someone who has been houseless, I know the impact of having a consistent community to make music with.
Yeah. And so what are some of the organizations that are involved in all of this goodness?
All the goodness.
All the goodness.
In the gumbo of it all, in the pot. I have been working closely with Maybell Center in collaboration to make music, connecting with Street Roots, and they're in the middle of their capital campaign right now, and I'm excited to reconnect with them. Also working with even the wonderful people in the last segment. That's what my whole past year has been. I've only been here for a year, and it's been just meeting people and seeing all the goodness of what everyone is doing. And with the aid of the PSU Foundation, I've been connecting with a lot of different organizations in the area and within the university, including urban studies, architecture, and thinking about how we can use all of our different gifts to create something that is sustainable, that will outlive me, so that people experiencing houselessness can have people and organizations and systems to return to build consistency in their lives.
That's like the top tier of kind of like everyone's goal. I think it should be, making something that is sustainable, and when one person, is out of the mix, it can still kind of support itself and have people. And I love to shout out those organizations, because I think, especially now, 2022, people like to know what the organizations they're spending their time with and their money with are really supporting on the back end. So it's so important to shout out those organizations that are really helping and doing the groundwork.
Yes.
I love that. So what does it look like for your students to be involved?
So the first events that we're planning right now are community sings. Actually the first one's today.
Yay!
Lincoln Hall, 37, noon to 1 o'clock. It's my soft opening of a community sing.
Okay.
And where the students come in on this groundwork is that they're participating as vocalists. The idea of the community sing is that people can show up almost like a Pied Piper of music. That I can show up in any space and I can make music happen with whatever I have and teach that art. So my choir students are serving as vocal agents of confidence, right? That's step one, right? Because I have to teach them the program.
Yeah.
In the extension of my vision, of the university vision, my students will then take my place in a series of areas. Sure, I can make one choir. I'm excited to have something where people will come to me at PSU and sing in one of the many choirs that we have, in which we can extend our arms and our ears to their stories. but what if we could light several little fires? What if I can empower my students to go into a series of shelters and bring the same program so that we can come together and collaborate?
It all comes back together. Got to make it sustainable. Thank you so much, Cody, for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Y'all follow Cody on TikTok. You'll get a huge laugh, and a huge thank you to our sponsors at PSU. We love it whenever they're in the studio. Y'all are doing some great stuff over there.
Thank you so much.
Now it is time.